Welcome to the Huddle Podcast. We're talking NFL today. We're a little bit behind schedule. It is Wednesday, October 8th at 8:41. And before this episode gets started, I do have an announcement to make. Aiden decided to leave the show. He doesn't want to talk about the Bengals anymore. It's kind of getting depressing. So
Especially after the news
we'll
this
be
week.
looking for a new co-host. So that's a little bit upsetting, but I get it. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on a football show talking football if my team sucks like that. Which we might as well just get into my team. Unless
All right, yeah, you want to do
you
it right
don't
off the rip? You want to let the Band-Aid off the wound?
Yeah, you want to rip Buffalo Bills talk?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Alrighty. So the Bills played the Patriots, I'm sure everyone knows, and they kind of got spanked. Like it was at least from a Bills perspective, that was not a good game. The wide receiver, like the defense actually looked pretty good. The wide receivers couldn't catch the ball sometimes, mistakes in the red zone. James Cook really couldn't get it started, although they barely rushed him, or at least it felt like they barely rushed him. He had 15 rushes. That's a lie. And then it was just overall sloppy everywhere. And this is what's going to happen to this team. I'm now with a couple days to reflect on it. I'm happy it happened. We needed a punch in the mouth. Everyone was doing what they did last year where they go Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. No, you got punched in the mouth. I thought Drake May actually looked really good. Of course, Stephon Diggs comes back to haunt the Bills. Like, I don't know. He looked like he took drugs that game. No, did you see he had like crazy eyes?
Oh yeah, after the game too, he was going nuts in the locker room.
That was Stephon Diggs' new Super Bowl is just beating the Bills. Like I think that's all he cares about.
Well, and this was the
Which is
first
weird
matchup,
to me.
so he gets another if he's healthy later in the year. Uh
Well, I mean, he played him last year too, though. The revenge game was last year, technically.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, Drake May is the first person that should be shouted out for that game. I mean, obviously the Bills didn't play a great game on their side of the ball, but like he was a major factor for them winning that game. And there was countless plays that you can go to in that game where he made stuff happen with pressure on him when the pocket would collapse, when he had to scramble. Some of the throws that he made were incredibly tight. I think the average window was less than 3 yards or something like that for every throw. He
Yeah,
was
I don't
13
know,
of
but he looked
14 in
good.
the second half. Like, he played unreal in that game.
Yeah, the Patriots, they didn't, I don't know. The Bills just didn't look good, in my opinion. This was one of those situations where I think we just lost the game. We didn't come out and play good. And the Patriots played better.
If
So the better football team won. They need to figure out, and my biggest takeaway from these Sunday night games is, first off, why do we have 3 primetime games in the first 5 weeks? That's a little frustrating. B,
Yeah.
we got to find better matchups for Sunday night football, man. Like, I know that this was a close game, but I don't know. Before this, I was saying this isn't a good Sunday night football game.
I think that, like, I agree with that with the majority of teams. I think in this case it's decent just because it's a division game. But, I mean, just looking at that game, honestly, I know that you had some issues with the you were complimenting the defense, I guess, but I think that the offense was more of a problem in that game. It felt like they couldn't really move that much against that Pats
Yeah, they were
defense.
the issue. They were the issue. Again, it was drop balls. There was a pick. There was, like, fumbles and everything. everything went down in the red zone too, so it was like they had these big, long drives that left them with no points. Sloppy. I'm not too worried, honestly, like, sometimes a good team gets punched in the mouth, and I'm glad it didn't happen in December or January. Like, it
No, I
happened in
agree.
October.
I think, like, the other thing is too that honestly, obviously, it's still the Pats, like, nobody's putting them super high, but they were averaging a pretty good amount of points per game this year, 10 almost 10 more than what they scored in this game. So, that's a positive thing for the Bills as well. But, I mean, honestly, how do you feel about the Pats? Like, do you think that, like, this team can sustain a good season this year?
Yeah. Um, I do. I actually like the Pats. Like, I think we were arguing about this last week, but I think we all think Drake May's a good quarterback. I think we all think they got the right coach there, and they have a pretty easy schedule going forward. Um, I think they can easily make playoffs. Uh, I think they're gonna be fine, and they're still a young team, so it's if you're a Pats fan, I'd be pumped because you just beat probably I think they were the Super Bowl favorites before this game. The last undefeated team in the regular season. I know that Philly lost earlier that day too, but still,
Still.
um, yeah, you went out and you beat a good team. You beat Josh Allen. That's a an accomplishment. Goose is fucking with shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
happy if I'm a Patriots fan.
yeah, I certainly am. That was an electric game, though. It really was, in my opinion. I thought that ended up being a pretty good Sunday night matchup. I do agree overall with your Sunday night matchup thing, like or
I,
sorry, primetime
I
games in
think,
general, I guess. Some of them are very, very bad.
yeah, I also think my issue with this game too is like the Bills just looked the most frustrating on offense they ever have. Like normally, it's the defense that has me cursing at my TV, not the offense, so
Yeah,
watching them just, like, flail around there was
stall.
I mean, it was aggravating, and then they march right downfield and get a kick, but, yeah, I'm not worried as a Buffalo fan, honestly. It kinda is one of those games that got away from you
I mean,
and
you're 4-1 and you're playing a team that's one of the most underrated in the league and potentially a playoff team. I agree that I wouldn't
yeah.
panic for sure. Um, what'd you think of their uniforms? This was a cold front debut.
So, I like the uniforms. First off, I think that's the only game they're wearing them. So good luck trying to get people to buy them after you lose in them. That's the only thing you remember. Oh, those were those weird October uniforms you wore when you lost. And, I also don't like them wearing them when there's no snow.
Yeah, I agree.
It like, they're the cold front uniforms, why are we not wearing them in December or
I
at least
totally
late
agree.
November?
It would have been an advantage as well, like wearing those in the snow.
It's to me, it was just like they marketed them great, I don't know, they're cool. I think the other thing that I don't like too is I think we touched on this last week as well. Why are the Pats just wearing the normal Pats? Like the Pats wearing the normal jerseys is weird when they have rivalry jerseys too.
Yeah, it is kind of strange the way they set it up. They should have just done a home and an away for so that both
Yeah.
teams could wear them against each other, you know, twice a year. But it is a cool concept, but yeah, they could have got that a little bit better. Um, I don't really have anything on that game other than the Pats honestly look like a real team this year. With given the fact that all these teams are like nobody's standing out as a perennial Super Bowl team, including the one that won last year. And actually, this is the first season since 2014 that uh, every team in the league is undefeated in Week 5, or not. Jesus Christ!
Every
This is the
every
first
team
time since
is
2014
yeah.
that there's no teams who are undefeated through Week 5. Bang! There we go.
Yeah. Uh, I agree. Not much more to say. I don't know who we have next week. Who do we got next week? I kind of feel bad for whoever we have next week. At Falcons for a 7:15 Monday night game. Another
Yeah,
primetime
that's
slate
crazy.
for no reason. But so that'll be 3 out of wait. We had Sunday night football, we had a Monday nighter, we had another Sunday nighter, and then this is a Monday nighter. So this is 4 out of 6 are primetime. That's
Yeah,
a
they
little
probably still have a few
ridiculous to kick
coming as
off the
well.
year. I don't know if they do. I think the drop off is there. We have an 8:15 Thursday night against the Texans. And then that's
Oh yeah,
it. They just front loaded prime times.
yeah, that's strange.
Whatever. As a Bills fans, that's some of the like I like when my team is in prime time, but I also don't for the specific reason that like if you lose that prime time game, everyone talks about the Monday night or
Oh
prime
yeah,
time or the
oh
Sunday
yeah,
night prime time or the
especially this one. That was a crazy game to watch.
like well, and that's everyone watches different games during Sunday. Nobody has 10 TVs to watch every game.
No,
Everyone guaranteed is watching the Sunday nighter. So that's why it's what the fuck is this guy doing here?
Up, boys.
I
I
thought you
thought this
quit.
guy quit.
Have I been fired again?
This
No,
guy
you
quit.
quit. You said you quit.
Oh, did I quit last time or did I get fired last time?
You got
You
fired
got
last
fired.
time. This time you quit.
Oh, damn.
Okay,
I just
well,
want to.
this is
I
the
just want to stop by and say subscribe to my new podcast, The Huddle.
Okay.
all right. Let's move on. Unless Aiden has something to say on this Bills
I'm sure he does.
New England game, but I mean we kind of covered all the bases. I took my lashings like a good little boy.
you whipped him good over there, Carson. You spanked him.
Oh, we just
Whoa,
both
whoa,
agreed
whoa,
that
whoa.
the Patriots looked good and the Bills did not look good.
Yeah,
Offensively,
yeah. I think the Patriots are also like. I think they could be legit soon. They need a
Okay, so
little
that's what we
bolstering
said.
on offense for sure. Their running back room is weak and their receiver room is weak, but
Yeah, that's
they
kind of what we said.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, just the Bills' defense needs some work. That's really it.
Yeah, I said though the Bills' defense actually was not the issue. It was the offense.
Yeah, they weren't clicking.
Yeah, but we can move on. This is 13 minutes of Bills talk. Do you want to just get thrown in the fire here, Aiden?
We're gonna go right to me.
the fire was always burning.
Ah,
God.
I mean, it's perfect segue. Let's get into Bengals. Hosted the Lions, 37-24, a closer game than I think most people thought it was going to be. And the Jake Browning experiment is officially over. Joe Flacco is now a quarterback. I don't know if they've announced him as the starter yet.
they did. They did.
So he's officially starting.
He's officially starting
Yeah.
Sunday against the Green Bay Packers.
Wowza.
Yeah, after one
Joey
practice.
Flacco.
Oh, we're gonna touch this Lions game first. Obviously, the Lions game was pretty ass for our side of the ball. We couldn't do shit on offense in the first half. I mean, it took the Lions losing, I think, 3 pieces on defense for us to start to even move the ball. Jake Browning did look like his former self in that second half. He took shots downfield, a little bit risk, a little bit adversity. Jamar Chase is so good. Like the guy had 3 tackles. He was a leading tackler going into the fourth quarter on Sunday. Travis Hunter out there, baby. What are we doing? I mean, I can't even say it. What I wanted to say originally after watching this game was because of Jake Browning's good second half, I was really scared the Bengals were going to be like, problem solved. He's going to be fine. I am happy they went up and are replacing him with Joe Flacco. I mean,
was that the guy to do
What?
it with, though?
What?
So what I've read and what I've listened to is the three options were on the table were Russ, Jameis Winston, and Joe Flacco. The inside the Bengals, they said they did not want Russell Wilson. He is not a great leader, they think, in the locker room, and didn't want to go near him, which poor Russ just getting shots fired at him.
Unlimited.
Mr.
And then
Unlimited.
I think Jameis and Joe Flacco have the exact same potential offensive wise. The only difference between the two is Jameis is more mobile behind a bad offensive line.
Kirk Cousins was never an option?
No, Kirk Cousins is an $80 million option. No one's going out to spend that. And that's with Atlanta eating half of the cap that he takes up.
I'm just blown away though. You wouldn't rather Jameis over Joe?
No,
I didn't say
he
that.
would.
I didn't say that. I think Jameis.
Okay.
I think Jameis is a more fun. I don't know. I seriously don't know if he's a better option. I think Joe Flacco's a smarter, better QB. I think JMO would fit better in our offense because he can huck the ball just like Joe, but he can move behind a bad offensive line. That's why I think Jameis would be better because he's mobile.
Okay, well,
would you rather get killed by getting trampled by a sea of horses or get run over by a car? Pick your poison.
Yeah,
Carson. I will say, like, Joe Flacco might be the first quarterback ever to be like on a starting quarterback on a team, get benched, and somehow come out of the deal with a better offense.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Joe Flacco just heard Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and was like, yeah, I'm going to Cincy. Like, bro got benched. He thought he wasn't going to start again. I thought he wasn't going to start again.
I was thinking, how funny would it be if next year Rodgers retires and Joe Flacco starts there for 1 year and he does the entire AFC North?
Yeah, he's only missing one.
He's only missing one, dude.
God. One to go.
Okay, to your point, I got the stats here of Jameis Winston's last 16 starts and Joe Flacco's last 16 starts. Jameis, 2,284 yards passing. Joe Flacco, 3,934 yards passing. So 1,700 more yards passing. 15 touchdowns for Jameis, 23 for Joe Flacco, 14 interceptions for Jameis, and 21 for Joe Flacco. About the same passer rating.
Yeah, I figured they were very similar in stats. The only difference, I think, is JMO is a little more mobile. He would cost a little bit more, which I'm sure why they went out to get Flacco instead.
Would he?
You know what? I heard that JMO's price is about $3 million.
No offense to Joe Flacco, but it's kind of sad a little bit. Like, him coming in, I'm like, fuck me, an old guy? Like, we're going to get the old guy that the other orange team in the AFC fucking North got rid of? Like, what?
Well, and behind that offensive line, like, what are we doing?
That's what scares me. But look, the two silver linings that come out of this is, one, they did
Joe
something.
Flacco's hair.
Thank God. Yeah. Thank God they did something. They needed to change it. And two is,
I agree.
If we do start winning, they know Burrow will most likely be ready by December. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done this to begin with.
Whoa, wait. Is that the report that he's going to be ready, or you're just hoping?
No, the office would not go out and spend more money if they didn't assume that Joe Burrow could be healthy by December.
I agree with that.
I mean, we all knew that he could be.
No, like, most likely will be, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I personally
you guys
think
are
it's
fucked.
I think well, that's
I think it's gonna
exactly
be
it. Like,
fun.
they had to make a move regardless.
Yeah.
To his credit, I will say that the running game and the receivers are better by a long shot in Cincinnati. So that probably helps him look better. And he did look good in the Browns' tenure last year. Or not last year, but the year before
2
when they went to
years
the
ago.
playoffs. So, I mean, it's not, like, impossible that he has somewhat of a decent season. Anything's better than Jake Browning right now. I agree on that front
Yes.
100%. I just personally would have rather had Jameis because I think he brings a energy to the team. This guy's gonna be,
And
like, passing out herbal teas to try to get everyone ready for the game.
I also like Jameis more because you should sign him to a contract extension and immediately have him ready for next year too.
Yeah.
Like,
100%
no
agree with that
offense,
as well.
let's be real. Like the Bengals are one of those teams that needs to start considering backup quarterbacks are important to them if they're not going to fix the offensive line.
Yeah, they got to invest so heavily.
And I honestly think Jake Browning was them trying to be cheap.
So
You
do
could
I.
tell after the first 2 weeks what was going on.
The fact that he played against the Lions blows my mind. Look, you can play the Vikings game and be like, that was one of the most horrendous games I ever watched. It could be like some rust being dinged off you, understandable. But to go and do it again against Denver, it's like, okay, like he should have been benched during the Denver game, during it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
do they have another backup after him? Like, who's the
Mike White,
Shit
Mike
here,
White,
Jake
baby.
Browning.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Uh,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrendous.
All right. You want to move on to the Browns?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Minnesota against the Browns in London, 21-17 for Minnesota. This was a boring ass game. I'm so sick of these games too in London. Like I'm done with them. Don't play any more international games. They suck.
It's just the time difference
Yeah.
is what's horrible about them. Man, have them play at, like, a specific time and then just record the game and, like, honestly, I'd rather have that. Like, if you really want them to play at a normal time, then
Or do it on a Friday night.
You know what I don't understand is the time. Like there is a time difference, but it's a 5-hour time difference. So just make it a night game in London.
No, you can't do that. Footy's on at night.
Is that why they don't do it?
No, I don't
Oh.
know why.
Manchester.
Oh, because yeah, like just make it I would just make it a night game. Then we can all watch it at.
I
Just put it
don't-
with the 1:00 games for us.
Or put it on Fridays. Friday, 6 p.m. start.
At their time, 6 p.m. their time, 1:00 our time.
No. A Friday, it should start our time at 6 p.m. 6:30.
So 11 p.m. for them.
I don't know what the fuck the time is. Figure it out. Figure it out so it works for us, not for them. Fuck them.
Yeah, they should keep football in America. Oh,
for the most part. For the most part.
it was it wasn't a pretty boring game. The end was fun. The drive to win the game
Yeah.
for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know if you guys saw, but the last 17 starting quarterbacks for the Cleveland Browns have all lost their first game.
That's exciting.
17 quarterbacks in a row.
What is, that guy with the Browns jersey?
So essentially
Browns
what you're saying
quarterback
is they
jersey?
should just continuously rotate 17 quarterbacks throughout a season and they'll be undefeated. Oh, this week it's Homeless Joe.
Oh, Homeless Joe.
Teddy
Have
Bridgewater.
you guys seen? Wow.
Legend.
This guy,
Have
you
we
guys
seen
have
what?
seen the Browns jersey guy, right?
I don't think so.
So this isn't updated.
I have seen this on Instagram before.
He's missing Flacco again, and now Gabriel.
Damn.
Wait, no, this one's not updated either.
How old's that jersey?
I think he got it when Cooch was a quarterback. I don't even know who that is. Oh, jeez, Louise, look at this one. He doesn't have a room anymore.
He's run out of room. He's run out of room.
Oh. This is quarterbacks in the
Holy
last
cow.
how long?
Since whenever this guy played, he just got... At one point, he had a number plate on there. It's been removed. Damn, Manziel. Look at the quarterbacks after Mayfield. Oh, he
Oh
he
my God.
crossed out Deshaun Watson.
That's good. So he's been rocking that jersey since 1999. Is the first start that Cooch had for the
Holy
Browns.
shit. This
So-
is how many quarterbacks they've had since 1999?
It's been 26 years. How many quarterbacks is that? Is that over one a
Like
year?
30 something.
4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14. That's 40, like 2 quarterbacks in 26 years.
And they're missing Gabriel.
That's brutal. Wow, man. Like it does hurt being a Bengals fan, but thank God we're not the worst team in Ohio. Holy.
Yeah, the Browns somehow find a way to just like make you guys not look like a shitty run organization.
It's crazy. Oh.
Shout out to Browns fans though. Like the fact that they even like sell tickets at that stadium is insane.
The fact that they exist. Oh, wow.
The fact that their
Yeah.
football helmet logo is technically their logo. Like everything about that team is not good.
Yeah. The
Oh.
merchandise sucks. The name sucks. The team sucks.
No, the name's iconic. The name's iconic. Paul
I
Brown.
don't know, bro. I get it. I'm just like, we're the
Oh.
Browns.
Yeah, they should definitely switch to the Bulldog. I don't know why they put the elf on the field. Like you had an
Cleveland
opportunity
Bulldogs?
right there. No, I'm saying they should switch the logo to the Bulldog. Like you had the
Yeah.
opportunity, and then they put the elf on the field, and they went back to the helmet. Terrible.
I'm
They
looking up.
fumbled the bag.
Oh, poor Browns.
I'm looking up what's up with the elf. After disappearing for decades, the mascot was revived in the 2000 became a popular symbol.
Oh.
I don't want to watch a video explaining it. Brownie the elf is based on Scottish folklore where brownies are this sounds racist. where brownies are helpful, elf-like spirits who perform household chores in exchange for food, but become mischievous if not appreciated. Hey, go clean the gutters, and then I'll give you a piece of scrap bread.
That's what the Browns
Holy
are.
cow.
They're a little elf that run around and pray for scrap bread.
It was the fan voted midfield logo in 2022. Wow.
I
Oh,
wonder. This
Lord.
is such a weird topic, but I wonder what city that has an NFL team has the lowest population, because the Cleveland only has a population of like 300,000. Same with Cincinnati. Cincinnati's
Buffalo.
population is only like 330,000.
Buffalo, maybe?
Yeah. I
What?
don't know why I just thought of that, but
Honestly, this is different conversation, so I'm so down for this than just talking about how shit the Browns are.
yeah.
What NFL city has the smallest population? Okay, this is a common search.
Okay.
Let's see here. AI says Green Bay.
We should have known that.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah, that makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
It's not even like a real city. It's a town. It's a town that got grandfathered in.
Although
Oh.
AI says the smallest fan base is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, that makes sense, dude. You can't be.
The
They
hell?
threw a new team in Florida next to Miami and Tampa. That's a
Yeah.
dumb move. Like, imagine putting
Smallest.
another team in Pennsylvania and expecting people not to cheer for the Steelers or the Eagles.
Wow, this one's actually surprising. So this is by Joker Mag. It has Green Bay is the smallest market size, then the Buffalo Bills, then the Saints,
Oh, wow.
then the Jags. This is market size.
Yeah, yeah. I
Then
thought the
in,
Saints were big down there.
then in 2024, the Raiders.
That makes sense. Moving to Las Vegas, I don't think helped. That's because it's such a visiting place.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure why they moved there.
huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Huh.
Anyway, so it was Browns talk. Browns in Minnesota talk.
Oh.
All right,
Anyway,
let's
Jake,
move
what's the
on
next
to
game?
the Cowboys. Cowboys Jets, 37-22. Take this one away, boys.
I
Carson,
no
you go
longer
first.
have faith in Justin Fields. I just don't.
Yeah.
I want to hang on to him
This is the week that
being
ended
like
it?
good. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I
It's
know.
been too long. It's been so long. I want to hold on to the hope that he can be good, but I just can't see anything other than him scrambling on a random play a game, making it look like, oh my God, this guy, he's got potential. But I just,
Yeah.
I don't see anything other than some busted run. And Dallas is a horrible defense, like one of the worst in the league. So, like, in my opinion, 22
They're
points
honest.
against them is not crazy, especially when they all came in garbage time in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter. Like, it's just,
Dallas is doing what we did last year. They have to score 30 points to have a chance.
yeah.
Yep.
Dallas
Sorry, go ahead.
is playing unbelievable offensively. Like, Dak Prescott looks
Yes.
great. The fact that they're winning games
Without
with
CD.
without CD and without a, I mean, I like Williams, but he's not Elliott, or I don't even think as good as Pollard was while he was there. And the fact that they're still winning is impressive. I never would have counted Dallas 2-2-1 right now in a million years.
I wouldn't have either.
I would have
Yeah, I
expected
agree.
1-4, or they would have not tied that game against the Packers, because that felt like a win in and of itself.
Yes.
But I don't know.
It's weird
Their
that felt
schedule
like a
isn't
win
crazy
for
hard.
Dallas and a loss for Green Bay, eh?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really did.
100%.
Like it really did. I think Dak is putting up an MVP season right now. If he continues on the pace that he's doing, this is an MVP season for Dak. And we talked about it 2 years ago and kind of shit the bed with 5 games left. But like his stats right now, I have are 71% completion, 1,350 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 3 picks. He's third in league in the touchdowns, and he's second in yards. And I think he's first in completion percentage right now. Like he is putting together a very good season. Obviously, the record has to somewhat reflect it because that matters.
Yeah, 100%.
Without making playoffs, it's almost impossible to win MVP. But
Yeah.
After this week, though, I think that it does. I mean, I'm more impressed with their record, like I just said, and I think a lot of people are. You know, given the
Yeah.
talent that they have and the defense that they have. So, and yeah, on the Jets side of the ball, just like, please run the ball, like, pull schemed runs for him. This is my vision for Justin Fields. There's a guy on the Saints named Taysom Hill, who I hate watching because it's just ridiculous that he gets such positive yardage on every play. But that's like exactly who Justin Fields has to be. Like, he has to go to a team with like a pretty decent quarterback to begin with, and then you toss him in for wildcat formation, for like design plays for him to get out in some play action. You know what I
Do
mean?
you think
That's
he'd
what
be a
a
better
team
running
needs to
back?
do
Is
with
that
him.
basically what you're saying?
No, I think that he'd
He's too
be a
small.
nice utility knife. Like, I think he'd be good to be doing a bunch of stuff. I think he could probably even run a route, to be honest. I can picture him
I actually really like that
absolutely,
take
like,
because I
use
feel like
him.
not enough teams utilize the fact that you can do that. Like we've seen the Saints do it for a few years now, like 5
And Taysom
years
Hill
they've been
looks
using Taysom Hill.
sick when he's like, he looks
Yeah,
good whenever he's on the field. They have a positive yardage play.
and it throws the defense off when you switch out a quarterback like that because they do. It's not like he doesn't throw the ball. Taysom Hill obviously runs it a lot, but he has thrown like he threw that past this week for I
This
think like
week.
15 yards.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he can throw the ball too. So I think it is very entertaining, and I'm surprised it doesn't happen more in the NFL, especially with teams that don't have the guy at quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. That's my take on Justin Fields.
Anything else, boys?
No.
No, the Jets are stinky. The Jets are stinky.
Alrighty. The Broncos upset the Eagles in Philadelphia. 21-17. Oh my God!
I
And the
love it.
Jays are up 4-1 now.
Oh, bless that game. Do that. I don't want to talk Jays, but because you just mentioned that, the fact that called it a foul ball yesterday should be executed. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was crazy.
We'll talk Jays at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah,
the Eagles lost.
Oh,
I don't even know what to say about this team. Like Smith and Brown both had catches, like respectfully. Now this was definitely more of a Devontae Smith game than a AJ
yeah.
Brown game. And did you guys see the end Hail Mary?
Yeah.
yes.
AJ Brown, like I get that he's jumping up for that ball. He might like Devontae Smith might have caught that ball if AJ Brown didn't go up for it.
Yeah, he caught Devontae's helmet and like almost brought him down by the mask.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a mistake made late for sure. I also didn't the amount of time it took Hurts to throw that ball. Like you're telling me there was zero separation, like even a yard of separation at any point during that run where you could have threw that ball. He waited until everyone was in the end zone facing him to throw that ball. It took him like 5 seconds. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a weird Hail Mary. He also threw it like way out of the back of the end zone. Like it was so deep in the end zone. I
Yeah.
didn't understand that. I'm not really too surprised. Like we all picked the Eagles in that game, but we it's also hard to judge Denver. Denver was a pretty decent team last year. Like, were they going to get better? Were they going to get worse this year? Obviously, they're 3-2 now. It looks the exact same as last year for them. But I mean, it's a great win. It's a great win. But the Eagles haven't been good. They're like me and Jake were just talking about this before you hopped on, Aiden. But there's no good teams in the NFL this year. Like there really isn't any team that I see
No
as like,
great teams.
There's no this is the team. Like, do you
Yeah.
remember a couple years ago it was the 49ers or the Ravens? And I know neither of them made it to the Super Bowl, but like nobody was excited to play the 49ers or the Ravens
Yeah.
2 years ago.
yeah, but
Last year it
there's
was the
always like
Lions.
there's always like 3 or 4 teams in every or in each conference that you're like, oh, these are amazing teams. Like they're gonna go far in the playoffs. This year, there's none of that. Like I believe in obviously some of these teams, but it's not like they're world beaters. And a game like this just proves it because the Eagles were up in this game. Like if they could figure out how to have got Saquon involved and not rushed him only 8 times, then maybe
Six
they have a better
times.
chance of winning this game.
Yes.
6 times.
That's what I was
6
going to say. The
times.
fact that they did the wrong thing this game. They should have stuck to that ground game that they've been so good at the last few weeks. The fact that they only ran the ball 6 times for 30 yards is insanity. That's 5 yards to carry, by the way. It's not like the run game wasn't working. They just moved away from it. I
Yeah.
was mind blown. He had, by the way, those 6 carries all came in the first half. He didn't get a single run in the second half. I was mind blown. I don't
Yeah, I
know
don't
who was calling
understand
the
what
plays or
they're
the shots there, but
I don't understand what they're doing with him.
that was just a strange game to watch from a team that like runs the ball down your throat to not do it when it would have worked is so strange because we've also seen them when they play Tampa Bay. We've seen them run the ball and be like, okay, second half, now we have to throw because that wasn't working. This was the opposite.
Well,
they just didn't run the
and
ball.
even then, like, okay, there's a few people who have the theory that like these really good teams just practice throughout the regular season. They use this time to just try different plays
Yeah.
that they haven't, which I think is a ridiculous thing personally.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But like when you see games like this, it just adds confusion to me. Week 1, Hurts has 23 pass attempts. Week 2, it goes down. He throws 22 pass attempts. Week 3, they're playing the Rams. We talked about how they're going to have to throw in that game because it's the Rams and they have a good offense. Obviously, they had to. He threw 32 times. Then against the Bucs, a game that went on and was close right until the end, Hurts only throws it 24 times. This week, he throws it 38 times. And they were throwing it in the first quarter, which they never, like the first half is never when they throw the ball. They were absolutely unwilling from the get-go. I have no idea why, out of the blue, you're going to throw 38 passes a game, unless it's related to the A.J. Brown media stuff.
And mind you, the Broncos didn't look great in this game. This wasn't like,
No,
the Broncos
17.
look good, let's throw the ball. They looked very slow against this Eagles team. Like, they didn't look good. Yeah, in the fourth quarter, they had a couple good drives, obviously, and that's what won them the game. But they did not. They didn't do much for the first 3 quarters. So for them to not pound the ball like they have been it is confusing as a viewer of the NFL to watch that game with Saquon Barkley.
Who knows what's going on
It's
in
almost
Philly.
like they heard all the noise and tried to throw it more, but it just wasn't working. I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, it felt like it was in
I
relation
also-
to that.
People are also
felt
like,
forced.
yeah. I mean, Saquon's the heart and soul, bread and butter of this team. Like, he's the reason you won the Super Bowl last year. And maybe not necessarily the Super Bowl game, but to get you to the Super Bowl, it was the Saquon Barkley Fest. And that's what I think they need to be, is just the Saquon Barkley Fest. Mixed with, we got a quarterback who can throw the ball and 2 good wide receivers. Like,
And a great tight end. Like,
I don't get it.
yeah, that was a very confusing game because if the Broncos played great and they went out there and really beat the Eagles, I understand. But this game was very close, and it felt like the Eagles' offense was just stuttering because they were constantly throwing the ball. There's not much more to say than that, really.
Alrighty, boys, you want to move on? Carson, I bet you've been waiting all week for this podcast just to talk about this. The Texans laid a beating on the Baltimore Ravens. Like, meat on table. Carson, take it away. This has to feel good.
Yeah, it feels amazing. It feels amazing. I can't even like describe, like, first of all, I just want to say that this defense is maybe the worst of all time. Like, it honestly is so bad. They have such a bad defense, and they played Tennessee the week before, so I don't want to come on here and be one of those guys, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna turn around, we're not gonna lose another game for the next 10 weeks, and they're gonna be in the Super Bowl." Like, not gonna be doing all that. But I will say the last 2 weeks, they're doing what they should be doing. Like, if you play a Tennessee team that has no offense and you have one of the greatest defenses in the league with Stroud and some decent weapons, you should be blowing out the Titans. If you're playing Cooper Gold Rush and the beat up Baltimore defense, then you should be putting up a
That's a
ridiculous
stretch.
amount of points. So I think it looked great for a lot of different reasons. While Stroud was on the field, the punter did not come out at all until Davis Mills came out. They scored on every single drive. He threw the second most touchdowns in his career, only the second time he's thrown over 4 touchdowns. He had the highest pass completion completion percentage of his career, 85%. He was 23 of 27. Ridiculous number. He had 148 passer rating and was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So Stroud looked good. He looked happy. Like, if you watch the Texans games, the first thing that you notice the first 3 weeks of the season, he looked depressed. He looked like he didn't even want to be on the field because he knew he was going to get sacked all the
You're
time.
saying CJ Stroud likes to win games?
I think CJ Stroud likes to have more than 0.5 seconds in the pocket to get rid of the ball. That's what I think. And I think that now that he has had time, he looked a lot better. Also, I just want to point out the scoring overall in these first 5 weeks. So week 1 through 3, they actually average more points off on offense than their defense allows. So their offense allows 16 points, their offense scores 16 points per game. Their defense allows 12 points per game. Yet they're 0-3 throughout that run. Last 2 weeks, week 4 and 5, they average 35 points a game on offense, and they allow only 5 points a game on defense. So it's a swing of 28 points in the last 2 games. It's a massive change, and it definitely feels good, but I'm just not at a position yet to crown them as quote-unquote back. I got to see them beat Seattle after the bye. Then I'll have a little bit more faith in this team actually making a little bit of a comeback.
Can I say something too? Woody Marks scored his first touchdown this game, and he did the what's his name? Ray.
He scored 2 last week.
Help me out.
Before.
Oh no, it was Hutch. It was Hutch. It was
sorry.
Yeah, Xavier
receiver.
Hutchinson. Yeah.
Yes.
He did the what the hell is I can't
The Ray
believe I'm
Lewis
forgetting.
shuffle.
Yes, the Ray Lewis shuffle after scoring. What else are you supposed to do when you're donkey dicking the Ravens, bro? Of course he's gonna do that. That was sick.
Yeah.
And Jair Alexander tried to steal the ball.
Who, by the way, first year on the Ravens. Not a true Raven. Like,
yeah. Wasn't drafted by the Ravens. Dude, Jair Alexander is a fucking loser, man.
He's the reason they're soft now.
Legit, that was like some of the weakest shit I've ever seen. Like, I'm going to take the touchdown ball. Why didn't you stop the touchdown, dipshit? Like, you're so worried about the damn ball. Instead, stop the touchdown.
Oh, so true. Yeah, that was embarrassing, dude. That interview afterwards, too, of him being like, yeah, I just didn't like him dancing near the Ravens flock. I was like, dude, you just got pumped 44-10.
And that's what you're worried about, a touchdown dance?
Yeah. You gotta.
Why don't you try and stop him from scoring, man? You're on the defense. God, you are such a baby, man.
Oh,
he did a touchdown dance. You're losing 44-10. You lost. It's over. By the way, you're supposed to be
Yeah.
the big bad Ravens who, like, Jair Alexander was supposed to be a difference maker on this team. He was
Yeah.
supposed to be like, we went out and got a guy. Have you guys, this is the only point I've ever brought up of him this year, and it's about him being a little piss baby.
Yeah, I think this is his second game healthy, and for this to be the first thing that he's in the news for is not a good look for
Dude,
the
it's
Ravens.
just lame. Like, I'm
It
sorry.
is.
I know that must have pissed Ravens fans off. I get it. But if you were destroying, I don't know. Let's say you were destroying the Dolphins and you had someone hit the 2 on Tyreek, the peace out on Tyreek. You would have loved it. Like, and it would have pissed off Miami fans. So it's a give and take league. Stop bitching. Instead, stop the touchdown. You're a baby.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. I will say on the Texans, on your behalf, Carson, I think the Texans, I think they're back. I know they do have to go in there and beat a good team, but what good teams do when they play a bad team is they beat their ass. And you guys have put belt to ass 2 weeks in a row now against bad teams, and that's what you're supposed to do when you're a good team. You beat bad teams and you beat them big, and you've done that twice. And like you said, CJ, especially this week, has looked like his former self. Like he has had time, he could breathe, and he has been an accurate passer. Like 85% somehow wasn't the highest of the week, but it was like, what a performance. Like 85% is insane. No matter what team you're playing in the NFL.
It's crazy.
Like I said to you, Carson, you're 2-3 going into the bye with a Monday night game at Seattle. Like, you're going to be well rested. They should be well prepared for this game.
Yeah.
So you basically have an extended bye. I know it's an early one, but that gives you time to get ready to go for the rest of the season. Like, all right, we got hot the last 2 games. We got a break. Let's keep this up against, you got Seahawks, 49ers, Broncos, Jags, Titans are your next 5 games. Like,
Bunch of mid teams, I would say. The thing that's positive too is that they do get Mixon is like in the talks of coming back for week 7 against Seattle. So that would be awesome if they can finally get another piece, another weapon. Him and Woody Marks should be handling the ball more often. So I'm excited about all that. I think that's great. On the defensive side, Derrick Henry, bro, is this the end of him? Like 15 carries for 33 yards and a gimme touchdown that I don't even think he
has
scored, but they just gave it to him.
I think though, like, it is easy for teams now going up against the Ravens to play the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. You basically only have to stop Derrick Henry. D-Hop is at the end of his career. Zay Flowers, I think we can all say, is confidently, like, he's not exactly the greatest number 1 option. Like, I don't think that. Mark Andrews, whatever. Isaiah Likely, whatever. It's stop Derrick Henry. You're gonna let him, if they want to pick up 5 yards with Zay Flowers, let them get that. But if you bottle up Derrick Henry, the game is done.
Yeah.
And more teams are starting to realize, just sell out on Derrick Henry. If you get beat over the air by the Ravens, it is what it is.
It is working. And but like even being able to hold Derrick Henry, if that is your game plan, because the Titans had him too. And even on the Titans, Derrick Henry was the game plan and he was still unstoppable. So the fact that in the last 4 weeks, he has had 148 yards compared to week 1, he had 169 is insane. And he's had 3 fumbles on the year. Like, maybe we are watching the king finally fall, which if he is, fair enough, because dude has been putting up numbers for a decade. But
oh yeah,
holy,
he's a Hall of Famer
it's impressive.
Sure, but
it's sad to see.
It is.
That's all that really.
Do you guys think Ravens missing playoffs?
No.
I think so.
You don't think they miss playoffs? I think
So-
they miss playoffs. 1-4.
I
'Kay.
think so.
All right,
They're
we're gonna do
here's
this
the thing.
again.
They're gonna lose. We did mention they're gonna lose next week for sure against the Rams. If they just lost 44-10 against the Texans, they're getting demolished by the Rams as well. They're gonna be 1-5. Sure, Lamar's gonna come back.
Yeah.
And like they do have to go on a tear. And I don't know. We talked about it. Jake, do you have the schedule pulled up?
Yep.
Okay, I wouldn't mind rattling off who they're winning and losing to. Aiden, do you want to rip it as
Okay.
well?
Yeah. I do think we should say the wins and losses as we go, so that the listeners can follow.
Yeah. Okay. So they are now 1-4, correct?
1-4.
They're 1-4, and they are playing at home against the Rams. 1 p.m. game.
Majority will rule here, but we all think the Rams are winning that game.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
losing that
unless
game.
Lamar Jackson plays.
Yeah.
Bye week. Home against the Bears.
And are we assuming Lamar is coming back after this bye?
Yes, yeah.
More than
Yeah,
likely,
They
right?
should win that game.
I agree. I do think they should win against the Bears.
Alrighty. Then we have at Dolphins 8:15 Thursday night football.
God, that could be
Lamar
We're assuming he's
will
back.
almost
No, I know.
definitely be back.
Yeah.
We're talking about him playing this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be a win. That should be a win against Miami.
I'm giving that a win easy too.
All right. At Vikings 1 p.m.
Yeah, I'll give them. I'll give them that as well. I think the Vikings are crap. Honestly, I don't think they're very good.
You can decide, Jake. I think I'm going to take the Vikings here.
I'd take the Ravens.
Okay.
At Browns 4:25 p.m. game. They already lost, or they beat the Browns once.
They did. Dylan Gabriel. I don't know about that. I think I'd give him the Browns game. Does that put him at 500?
Yes, yeah. I'll give them the
Okay.
Browns as well.
Okay. Home against the Jets 1 p.m.
Damn, they got
Yeah,
an
they're
easy ass
winning
schedule,
that
bro.
game.
They got
I
an
know,
easy
they're-
ass schedule.
They do, but it will dip eventually.
This is why I say that. And then after you guys give your final rankings, I have something to say. We have okay, so after the Jets, we now are at home against the Bengals 8:20 Thursday night football for Thanksgiving.
Joe Flacco revenge game. We blow them out, 44-7.
Let's get realistic. No, I think they probably win one of those for sure, if not both.
Yeah, if that's probably the one they win, for sure.
Okay, so they got the Steelers at 1 p.m.
We're at
Loss.
at home.
I think I do.
They
I think
will
they lose to
lose
the
one.
Steelers.
All right, then we go at Bengals 1 p.m.
Damn, like that, eh?
I don't know. Are the Bengals going to split with the Ravens this year? Do you think? I don't think I'm willing to
I don't
say
think
that
so. It's
personally.
that defense is bad though. It all depends, dude. If Joe Flacco does anything on this team.
This is December. When does? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know when Joe
Yeah,
Flacco's
this is
coming
December
back.
14th.
Or Joe Burrow's.
This game is the earliest Joe Burrow could come back. This is the earliest he would come back. More than likely, though, he'll probably be back the week after.
If Burrow's there, it's
Bite your
definitely Bengals win. But we'll put it in the win column for the Ravens.
We'll give them the win. Give them the win.
All right, then they're home against the Patriots 1 p.m.
Loss.
I think loss too. Damn, that's crazy. I think loss as well.
At Packers 1 p.m. in December.
That's a loss.
Loss.
At Steelers to close off the year in January.
I think that's a loss, dude. I think the Steelers might beat them twice.
If the Steelers keep playing the way that they are,
Steelers in January.
They'll split with the Steelers. I think they'll split with the Steelers.
You think they'll split? Okay, I'll give them a split.
All right. I do have to say one thing. Like, the Ravens probably can only afford to lose one more game and still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they can afford to lose one or two more games, and then they basically have to go undefeated.
Yeah.
With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more in-division games left to go.
Here's the thing, too,
Yeah.
that they're super lucky with, though, like with that division thing, is that while Lamar is out and while they're not starting the year strong because of these good teams they're playing, they don't have any like tiebreakers out of the way with like the Steelers or the Bengals if the Bengals somehow kind of push towards the playoffs with Joe Flacco now. Like, it's good they haven't played those teams at all yet, because if they have a loss to either of those teams and they're 9-8 in week 17, like, that's not going to be good for them. They're going to be losing.
So what do you guys have them?
They are
finishing?
9-8
For both of
according to
you.
us. Yeah.
I just went with majority.
That's not a playoff team.
It's not. And I mean, obviously, you always have to give or take one game on either side of that, because they could go out and some miraculous way lose to the Jets, or they can go out and beat Green Bay. So
they could have just as easily lost that Browns game too, and they could have just as easily won that Bills game.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, 100%. And to your credit, Jake, like,
they do need Lamar, though.
They are going to go on a heater. They are going to go on a heater after that bye. They will literally win like 6 straight, 7 straight games for sure. But the question is, they definitely are, man. Those teams are too bad.
No,
I hope
no, I
know.
know. That's what I've been saying on this podcast for the last week. It feels like.
Well, no, we all agree with
like
that.
the Ravens are going to catch fire at some point.
No, we all agree with that for sure.
Can they go undefeated throughout? Like, can they go 10-1 or whatever? How many games they have left? Can they do that? I think they could. Will they? I don't know. Like, the air in that locker room definitely is not what it was at the start of the season, where it's like we're a really good football team, and I don't think it helps that Lamar was playing. Like, I know that Lamar didn't play last week, but he played the first 4.
Yeah.
Like, Lamar played the first 4. So there's not really we didn't have our quarterback, or, Derrick Henry was out. Like, you got shit pumped by the Texans without one guy. One guy made the difference? I don't think so. Anyways, you guys want to move on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
what's next?
That was a long talk.
Boy. Jackson Dart comes crashing down to earth in a 26-14 loss, where the Saints force 5 turnovers for their first victory for Spencer Rattler.
Let's go. Round of applause for Spencer Rattler. 1-10.
What's their thing?
Who
Day
dat?
or something?
Who dat?
Who dat? Sure.
Yeah.
Who dat?
Who dat?
Exactly. Who the fuck is that? Listen, this is 2 shitty teams, and someone has to come out of these games on top. That's just the fact of the matter. Like, doesn't matter how bad they are, someone has to win. Like, this is. Hey,
something weird.
Mr. Piece of Poop, you smell a little bit worse than I smell. That's literally what this is.
This is 2 people who don't have proper brain functionality going at it.
We're just going to let Carson say Mr. Poopoo and just slide after that on our podcast. He's just going to say Mr. Poopoo and we're just going to go.
I was trying to move forward. You want to talk about Mr. Poopoo? That should be the award.
That should be the award.
Okay, we should do an award show,
At the end of the year, we'll do an award show.
and we should do Mr. Poopoo of the year.
I like that. I like that.
Who's your front runner for Mr. Poopoo?
Has to be a starter. Has to be a starter.
Yeah.
Jeez. Geno Smith.
Oh,
Oh yes,
he is running away with the trophy
Definitely.
right now. He is
Yeah.
running away with it.
I couldn't think of one. That guy doesn't even cross my mind. I don't really want to talk about this game. I don't have anything insightful to say. Do you guys
No.
have anything?
No.
No, I was predicting a Jackson Dart little setback, but holy 5 turnovers in that game. That was
Yeah.
ugly, dude. And then
One of them too.
Scattaboo
just
though.
dropping it under the front of the guy.
Horrendous. Yeah. Scattaboo gets to the sideline. I don't know if you guys saw this, but after he fumbled the ball,
Yeah.
he was yelling at one of the shit, what are they called? That have all the
Ball
stuff.
boys.
The balls
Equipment.
and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yelling
yeah.
at them to get new equipment manager. That's what it is. Be like, I need new gloves. He threw them out and got new gloves after he fumbled.
No, I like that. If you're a
Yeah.
running back, it was the gloves' fault. It
Yeah.
was not mine.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Let's move on to Mr. Poo-Poo's game. Holy fuck, are the Raiders like? I know they're 1-4, and they did beat a team that just beat the Bills, so like, whatever. But the
but it's in
Raiders
week
are
1.
terrible. Geno Smith sucks cock, dude. He might be. He
Jeez.
literally is terrible. Like he's spitting on whatever Pete Carroll shoves. Let me stop myself.
Whoa! Whoa!
What was that?
Whoa!
Dude, that's the only way he's still starter. That is the only way that Pete Carroll can be marching this guy out on the field every week.
Welcome
if he's
to the
doing
real NFL red zone. Damn. Oh my god.
the real
Bro.
NFL red zone is crazy.
They do look so bad though. Like he
Geno
threw like
Smith
3
sucks,
straight
dude.
picks on 3 straight drives, and the cut of him to the sideline each time, the helmet smash got more and more aggressive each time. Like I hope somebody out there has
He
that
had 2
clip, 'cause
interceptions
it's so
that
funny.
game. Wait, Geno Smith
Oh.
smashing his helmet?
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh yeah,
I'll
it's
pull it up. You guys talk.
he's so upset. Well, we should talk about the other side because listen, the Colts, man, the Colts. I hate that they're in my division because I do want to jump all over that hype train. They look so good, and I love JT. JT is sick this year, man.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. You type in Geno Smith and it's a picture with his helmet backwards. Let me just show you. Sorry. This is crazy. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, it's so
I don't
mean,
see anything
but
different.
he is playing
in that
like
picture.
that. Yeah. Actual footage. Oh,
No, hey, do you not have anything to say about your boy JT? Isn't he your boy? You were the one defending him over
Yeah,
David
I
Montgomery,
mean,
which
I'm not gonna lie,
might
boys.
be
I'm
true
gonna
now.
take the
We
high
might
road
have
here.
to-
I'm just gonna take the high road here. Jonathan Taylor's obviously top 3 running back this year. He's been top 5 for a fat minute. The numbers speak for themselves. See, you guys can just watch on Sunday and see what he does, and you'll understand.
No,
Unstoppable.
you're,
Jake, is
you're
David
right.
Montgomery? Oh, I was gonna keep rage
Dude, what's
baiting. I was
happening,
gonna say, is David Montgomery not
no,
better still?
no. No, I can't sit here as like and somewhat pretend.
No, I know. No, JT
Do I
is
find that
obviously.
a funny narrative? Yes.
I am also.
Ugh.
seeing- Jake,
Dude,
are you
this is
like?
tripping me out. Let's scrap
This is a difficult clip to find somehow.
scrap the Raiders side of the ball because who cares? They stink. They're one of the
What the
worst
hell
teams
is
in the
up
league.
with our podcast right now?
Geno can't. You're switching things up. Geno Smith
I-
can't do anything. Jesus, Jake.
What?
You're moving us. You have to be. You're the only one
I
that has
haven't
control.
touched you guys once.
Well, pause.
I don't know how to reverse this. Now Carson's the main guy. Come on, guys. I'm not technically savvy. Someone say it. Jeez, it's just switching everyone out.
Dude, this podcast.
There we go. I
stinks.
fixed it. I
This
fixed it.
podcast stinks. All right, on the other side of the ball, Danny Dimes is looking amazing. He can do no wrong at the moment. Jonathan Taylor obviously looks great. They got to sit at the end of that game for the last 7 minutes because the blowout, obviously. I don't know if you guys saw the Mitchell who fumbled the football against the Rams, lost them the game. He didn't get to play because can't talk. Big time can't talk now.
Disciplinary.
Awesome. Disciplinary issues. Jesus Christ. Yes, he wasn't allowed to play. He was a bad boy. Do you guys think the Colts are the real deal contenders now? At the time?
Yeah, I think they're good.
I think
But real
that based
contenders?
on the rest of the teams in the AFC right now, they are. I mean, they're tied for the best record. They clearly are playing well. I mean, the only thing is still the records thing. Like, their teams that they're playing are not great. The only above 500 team that they played, they lost to. And then if you look at the other combined records, like I said, they're horrible. Like we said, the Raiders
I mean,
are
they beat the
1-4.
Broncos.
Yeah, but the Broncos are 3-2. Like, are they actually that good? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe
Yeah.
in the Broncos necessarily either. So it is really weird, like, this season for that reason. But they haven't played anyone strong enough yet for me to say that they're gonna be like a Super Bowl contender yet. But I do think that they could make it to, let's say, the divisional round pretty easily right now.
I like that. Yeah, I definitely think the Colts win a playoff game this year.
All right.
They look good.
Let me ask you this, because I feel like we're going to have the same conversation next week when they play the Cardinals.
Yeah.
If they beat the Chargers at in LA, then can we consider them a serious team?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, so we do not have to worry about this next week. I'm sure we're all very good at memory. We won't even talk about the Colts being a contender until they beat at Chargers.
We won't even
Deal?
talk about that game unless something crazy happens. We won't even talk about that game.
Well, we might, because someone might get fired, but let's move on to another coaching fire. The Dolphins at Panthers. And this one kind of pissed me off
Yeah.
because if they go out and fire McDaniels, that's bad for the Bills.
I actually watched a lot of this game, surprisingly. The Dolphins looked really good. I know it's against the bad Carolina team, but the Dolphins were cooking, I felt like. Tua looked good. He had like 200 yards in the first half. He was balling. Could do no wrong. Obviously, the Panthers kept up a little bit on the other side of the ball, not heavily. Then comes the fourth quarter, and I swear to God, I watched Tua's brain hop out of his head and walk off the field. And it was just like, bro, he couldn't do anything in the fourth. It was horrendous. Miami, like,
That's crazy.
played 3 quarters of football, and then in the fourth, they just decimated themselves. Like,
Yeah, that was bad.
it was horrendous. And somehow the Panthers found a way to come back and win that game. Who's the boy who was on the Cowboys? Who's the running back right now for the Panthers? Because he had an outstanding game.
Rico
Dowdle.
Dowell.
23 carries.
Dude, he
Oh,
had
yeah, Dowdle.
for 200 yards. Like, he balled out that game. He averaged 9 yards a carry with a touchdown.
He saved my
I
fantasy
have
week, boys. You
Hubbard.
seen him?
Yeah, I have Hubbard in fantasy. I'm nervous. Like, this might be a split back situation coming into these upcoming weeks now after that type of
Give it
performance.
to me, baby. Yeah, I think it definitely will be. He looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
Bryce
Panthers' run
Young-
game has been solid for the last couple of years. Hubbard had a great season
Yeah.
last season too. Nobody talked about it.
Yeah.
But he did. And go ahead, Jake.
I mean, I'm just gonna completely blow up this conversation, so you can finish your point.
Okay. No, I just think that that's like a very big positive with Carolina right now, and they should probably be running the ball more often in every game. Even if Hubbard comes back, it should be like a 15-15 carry situation, in my opinion.
Who do you think is a quarterback longer in this league from this point on? Tua or Bryce Young?
Bryce Young.
Wow. Eh?
Well, first of all, because of age, and second of all, because I just think that, like, given his situation, he's had enough flashes where, let's say it doesn't work out in Carolina, they get rid of him in next year or whatever. He could probably, I can see him signing somewhere like Mac Jones did with the 49ers, and then in a few years, when they have a decent team around him, he can pop up. I mean, look at Baker Mayfield, look at Sam Darnold, look at all these guys who were top picks, discarded from the crappy teams that picked them because they had the number 1 overall pick to begin with. And now they're decent quarterbacks in the NFL. So I don't know. I don't have any disbelief in Bryce yet because I don't think that the Panthers are good enough, and I think he's shown some flashes. Tua, on the other hand, first of all, he needs to retire himself. Like, he really does. He's had some bad hits in the NFL, and if he takes 2 or 3 more like that, it's going to be a second documentary about CTE because it's horrible what happens to him when he gets hit. And I honestly like to. I don't want to see anybody get hurt like that again. I hate when I see that happen to him because it's devastating. And I think because of how fragile he is, he should be leaving the league sooner than he will. And I think he will eventually. But
I think Tua is a better quarterback than Bryce Young, for sure. I
I
don't
agree.
think Tua is absolute dog shit. I think Tua is definitely overpaid, but I think he deserves to be a starting quarterback. He played he played a great first half of football, a really good first half of football. The second half, he had a couple good plays, but it was definitely not as pretty. Bryce Young was very mediocre throughout the whole game. I don't think there was anything too special. I don't know. I really like Bryce Young as a person. Like, I like watching his interviews. I think he's very nice. I think he's very genuine when he talks, and like he's very humble and accepting defeat. But
All right, bro. You don't have to suck his cock. Jesus.
I don't think he has it. I don't think he has the it that you need to have as an NFL quarterback.
All right. That's all I was curious about. Bucks at Seattle, I think arguably the best game of the week.
Yeah.
38-35. This is actually how you should be doing the rivalry jerseys because this was awesome. Both wore their throwback jerseys. Baker Mayfield's a dog. Some guy was calling him shit on a Seattle fan, was calling him shit. And then
awesome.
immediately after the game, Baker goes up to him. I love Baker Mayfield. I think both these teams are like the same almost. I think we talk about the Bucks a lot more, and I do think the Bucks are a better team.
Yeah.
But I think both these teams are like probably gonna make the playoffs. Decent teams. I don't think anyone's going yes, we have Seattle or yes, we have Tampa, but I don't think anyone's going, we ain't winning against Tampa or Seattle.
Yeah, I agree. I
All
think
right,
that's pretty fair. Was a great game. First of all, JSN might be the highest in contention in my opinion, or he would receive my vote right now, behind only maybe JT for Offensive Player of the Year. He looks awesome. Every single week he's putting up
Yeah.
100 yards, and he's come out as a star, obviously. And they just look great on offense. I think they have a very underrated offense, like you said, and they are very similar built teams. They have 2 great running backs each. They have 2 great wide receivers each. They have not crazy big name tight ends, but both solid ones. And then Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield are same draft class, back-to-back picks, both discarded from a bunch of previous teams, including the same one, Carolina, and are now on 2 NFC teams that are well bound for the playoffs. Yeah, I don't think that this loss reflects anything on Seattle being worse. I think this was a toss-up game, and Baker just ended up having the ball last. He
Which
is
he's
playing
had in
unreal.
every single one of his games this year.
Yeah,
He should be up for, they should do clutch player of the year because he has been nothing but clutch and go down and get me a field goal or a touchdown at the end of the game. Like, he's been awesome.
yeah, their 4 wins are 1-point games, so it's
Yeah.
definitely actually all their games have been 1-score games, including the loss to Philly. It was an 8-point game, so very impressive.
Well, you guys just said all the points I've written down here. The only one that you guys didn't say was
Ibuka.
I think Baker's my MVP right now. If I was to vote for MVP today, I think Baker's MVP. He had an 88% completion. The man has 3 game-winning drives. Yeah, he looks unstoppable out there. I think he's MVP right now. And I think runner-up currently is Dak. But yeah, both these teams, playoff teams. And definitely the match of the day.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed. I think we all agree here. Let's move on.
By the way, you guys can get Baker right now at 13-1 odds. Pretty good. Might throw 50 on it.
Josh Allen. Tennessee at Arizona. Tennessee gets their first win. The big thing that came out of this that came out today is their coach got a massive $200,000 fine or something like that for yelling at what's their running back's name there?
DeMarcado.
DeMarcado for dropping the ball at the 1-yard line. A lot of people are saying it's not a drop.
Brother.
They called it a drop, so it is. So I have no issue with the coach ripping on him for that. There is no reason why in the NFL today you are not running that ball all the way comfortably into the end zone without dropping it. And for the coach to get mad, yeah, I agree with the coach. Now, I think he's a pussy because he went and apologized after. I don't think he should have apologized. He had no reason to. That was a reasonable thing to crash out for.
Yeah, but he also... It just... I don't think there's really... Let's say, Jake, what's your job if you don't mind describing it? If you don't want to describe it, no worries. I can use...
I'm a security guard.
Okay, you're a security guard. Let's say you're working with somebody else on the job and you guys start arguing over you dropping coffee before coming into work. Are you expecting the other guy to be... If somebody who is at a job, who is your boss, is coming up to you and punching you and elbowing you in the chest, that there's no...
Dude, this is the fucking NFL. This is not a security job. This is the NFL.
Okay, but let's say DeMarcado swings at him back. Is he in the wrong? Or is he also right for defending him, punching him? Should he get fined if he punches him back?
I think he can shove back. Yeah. Listen, I'm talking about the word strictly. I'm not talking about fucking hitting people, Carson.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he shouldn't have did that, in my opinion. Like, I don't think you have
Yeah,
a
but I
right
think he has
of
every right to chew him out.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree
Carson.
with that. But you're
Okay,
saying he shouldn't have
point right over
apologized.
your head.
He shouldn't have apologized
man,
for
did we
punching a
say-
guy on the sideline on national TV. He should have definitely said,
Do we say that Travis Kelce should apologize to Andy Reid after he grabs him by the fucking collar
Yes.
and screams right in his face?
yes.
No, we
I just
don't.
watched it. I just
Yes.
watched it.
Yes, we definitely.
It's tough.
He shouldn't be doing that either.
First of all, I agree that he's allowed the coach should be able to crash the hell out at you for dropping a ball.
100%.
That is a
100%.
rookie mistake.
Scream in your face. What the fuck is wrong with you? How could you drop that ball?
100%.
You're an idiot.
100%.
He did. He kind of wound up and hit him pretty hard.
I didn't see that.
He hit him pretty good twice. It is football.
Then he hits him on the way away as well.
Yeah. The second hit
Dude,
was
I
worse.
don't know. Like,
Because he full swung and slapped him again.
Like at any
I don't know,
job,
because,
if
yeah,
somebody comes up and
you can't be doing that.
hits you in the chest, like that's immediately getting you
assault.
fired.
It's
Like
assault.
that's not. Yeah, and I
Listen,
know
again,
that it's
this is not
football,
an
and I know that it's a
job.
contact sport, and I get that. Like, I know that it's different in that regard, but like at the end of the day, you can't just punch somebody in the chest. Like, I don't know.
Carson, but listen, I agree. He shouldn't have hit him. But all I was saying is you're allowed to crash out there. I don't think he should have apologized for that.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Did
I
you
don't know.
know that he had been hitting him though before that?
After watching that video, I think
I didn't see him
apology was
fucking
probably
wound up. I
necessary.
still have not found this video, by the way.
I just looked up on TikTok real quick. It was the first thing that came up.
What'd you type in? Cardinals?
Yeah, Cardinals coach. That was it. Yeah,
Jonathan
that was
Gannon, DeMarcado.
It was definitely too far. I mean, you can't do that. He hit him twice. It's not. He's not playing football. He's on the sidelines. You can't hit anyone like that. Imagine he hit the ball boy like that.
Oh yeah, that's too far. Yeah, okay, I agree.
The only time that's okay is if you grab a player's face mask and you hit your head against his helmet. That's fair play because you're damaging your brain too.
Okay, Carson, I do agree. That wasn't like what I thought. When I heard he hit him, I thought he grabbed him.
No.
The first one's not even bad. The first one he
By the way,
him. The second one though, he wound up.
No, but that was to be fair though, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That was like a girl punch.
Not
to listen, I agree. He should not have fucking nailed him there.
The poor guy too, just standing there head down.
Are you kidding?
I messed up. It was sad.
Getting consoled. I agree. But
also, though,
at the same
yeah. Also, don't drop the ball.
Yeah, that was bad. I Jake, not to get you rage going, but he also that wasn't he crossed the plane. I get that he should be reprimanded for that. I'm glad they called it that. I'm glad they called it a fumble because people shouldn't be doing that. I agree with you. But
I mean, it was punched out.
Realistically, I don't think it was punched out. I think he did drop it, but he was past the line.
Either way, all we can go off is what the refs called it. If he had walked it in there, it wouldn't have been
100%.
This is what it is.
100%.
You are a running back. We've seen all the clips now. It happens once a year. Now it legit happens once a year. And by the way, you're taking over for a guy who's been a stud and just cost your team the game. You might have cost this coach his job. And listen, again, I don't think he should have fucking hit him, Carson.
It is so close.
I do think he should have chewed him out, and I don't think he should apologize for chewing him out.
That's a drop. He dropped it.
He definitely should have. Yeah, he definitely has every right to chew him out. That was bad. It's a bad play, especially when it happened the week before. Ugh.
All right. What game we got next? We got one more game left? Or two? We got 2 more games left.
Yeah, we got 2. We got the Commanders beating the Chargers. I was wrong about this one, so I don't have much to say.
Chargers are back to being mid. They're just
Ooh.
mid.
I
Last year they win 11
don't know
games.
if I
and
100% agree.
Yeah, that was a drop.
I think Herbert just played really poorly. Like,
he did
really
the week
poorly.
before too. Like,
He did.
2 weeks in a row.
Maybe you're right. Maybe, honestly, after watching this game, I had to look up if he was still in a relationship because I was like, oh, Jackson Dart stole his woman. It was what I assumed. I actually have that written down. It was sad. Justin Herbert's a beast. I like Justin Herbert. What is this? What is this bullcrap we're seeing? We can't. This guy has gone into the top 10 conversation and out of it a dozen times in the last 5 years.
actually, what I think it is those revolving doors that you see in the front of big buildings. He just
Yeah.
stays in the door and keeps walking. Like, that's what it is.
He's in, he's out, he's in, he's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that is how it feels for sure. Oh,
It's horrible. It's horrible. Like, I agree. He's so talented. I would say, like, in terms of like physical capability, he's top 5 for sure. That's why everyone argues for him being as high as he always is on these lists. But
yeah.
like, if they don't get something going eventually, then it's going to be kind of confusing. There's no excuse to have lost that badly to that team. As much as I like the Commanders, they're not the Eagles, they're not the Bills, they're not the Lions, they're not the Bucks. They're not in that
Yeah.
category, in my opinion. And
They are in the same category as the Chargers, though.
true, but
thing-
that's why a 17-point loss to me seems crazy, especially when the Chargers
No, I agree. I'm
ripped
just saying.
a
The thing I don't understand
3-0
is-
start.
It's like it's not like he's having a bad. He started off with 3 amazing games. Like, he played amazing through 3 games, like amazing, and then the last 2, he's thrown more picks than touchdowns. This time, 166 yards. Like, it just was not clicking for
Also,
him.
he has more right now through 5 weeks than he did all of last season.
Yeah. If you don't include that playoff game where he threw 4 of them. Loser. Wouldn't want to be that guy. 6'5" and $250 million in the bank. Ew. On the other side of the ball, JD didn't do anything special. He really didn't. He looked okay. Deebo Samuel's back in full-fledged. 8 catches, almost 100 yards and a tutty. Dude looks like a bulldog again.
Looks like a bowling ball, like just rolling over pins.
Little meatball. Also, give Billy the ball. Dude had 111 yards, 2 tutties. Give Billy the ball. That was fun. Just keep him as the number 1 running back. I don't understand why they keep switching people every week. The guy's obviously the best running back on your team. Keep him there.
What about Mr. Eckler?
Yeah, Achilles, Mr. Achilles. Yeah, see you probably never. Sad to say, but probably see you never again. Like, I like him. He's a cool guy. Probably never see you again. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
The game. My initial thought was this team needs Scary Terry back. Was my initial thought, and then they beat them pretty heavily in the second half. When does Scary Terry come back? This week?
Let me call
Hopefully
Adam
so.
Scheffler. I don't know.
But no, I mean, I do think the Commanders are a Scary Terry piece away from being a very good team again.
Jake, this is a game that I feel like you should be
He definitely
commenting a
opens-
lot on because you are a big Jaden Daniels is a second-year guy.
He's a mid
And you have the
quarterback.
Chargers. You had the Chargers first in this division. What do you think of this
Yeah, I
loss?
mean, I don't know. It's two bad weeks. I wouldn't say I'm worried about the Chargers. I think you got punched in the mouth twice. Good teams get back up from this. Let's see if they actually do get back up from this. I think next week is a telling week for what the rest of this Chargers season has in store. They got the Dolphins next. If you're a Commanders fan, you're happy about this. They got a Monday night game now coming up against the Bears, so that they should also win that game. I don't know. It was disappointing from the Chargers. That's really all I have to say. Is Joe Alt still out?
Yeah.
Yes, and so is Slater, I believe. They have 2 starting offensive linemen out.
Yeah, that's not an excuse for Herbert playing bad, but I think those are 2 very big keys to
Definitely.
the car.
But definitely matters
In
for
my
sure.
opinion. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the Chargers got in store. I don't know. It's again. I think we've said this about every team. Like I don't know if we know what teams are good. I am just like the most blurry human on planet Earth. Thank you. So we'll see. Like the Chargers, I think are gonna be fine. I think that the Commanders got lucky playing the Chargers when it was that version of the Chargers versus what we saw the first 3 weeks. It's who shows up to play, and the Chargers clearly just did not show up to play.
Agreed. They 2 stinkers in a row. And I mean, if they don't turn it around quickly, the Broncos are 3-2 as well. And I mean, you still have the Chiefs.
Which I think we should get into now.
Yes.
We'll talk about them, yeah.
So I
Oh.
have the play to show you guys. Hopefully this doesn't completely fuck the screen like it did last time.
Oh, did the screen get messed up?
Yeah, it did. Why is Carson huge? Whatever. I don't care. I'm showing it. This was to close out the game.
This was insane.
I hate
So I
that
think
guy.
this plays perfectly into oh my god, the screen. Plays perfectly into what Carson has been saying. Like Trevor Lawrence did not look good. The Chiefs kind of did what the Bills did this week and just let a bad team hang around. Fuck the Chiefs. I mean, I'm happy about this. They're 2-3. I thought they would kill them this week. Yeah, that's really all I have. I mean, Jacksonville by no means Jacksonville should have lost this game, especially when your quarterback falls down twice and then I think it was better off that it happened that way because I think Lawrence would have thrown a pick there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe, like, I don't know. Jacksonville's winning because of their defense right now, and like, good for them. But at the end of the season, I just hope that these big TV shows don't talk about Trevor Lawrence, please, because he has not been at all the reason for their winning, including this play.
Hold
Like
on,
this
we're
play-
going to talk about him.
Yeah, we are.
We're not a big TV show, but
Yet.
No, but about him winning, about him being the reason they're winning. He has not been the reason they're winning. They can talk about him. They just can't talk about him being good. But like even on that play that won them the game, that was so ugly. The guy can't even step back, and then he's running around. He
In his
didn't even like
defense.
look up to try to find anybody. He just started climbing over linemen and running away. Like it was no.
In his defense, he
There
got
was
them
no
there.
plan.
He did get them to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did.
It was a good drive. I think personally the craziest part of that last play, yes, he trips on his lineman, struggles to get up. Chris Jones sorry, not Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Chandler Jones just completely
Chris
stops.
Jones.
Chris Jones.
No, it was Chris Jones.
Sorry. Too much UFC. Chris Jones just completely stops pursuing the quarterback. He just stands there. Like, he has an opportunity to completely cut off Trevor Lawrence and go for a tackle so much time, and he just stands there in the end zone and watches as he runs in. I think that's wild to get out of your best defensive player. I do think the only thing that kept the Jags in this game were penalties. The penalties against the Chiefs were nonstop last night. Like, over 100 yards worth of penalties. It was brutal. Because
that's really
the defense has good pieces, but they're not a great defense. They still got 28 points hung up on them. And I don't think the offense is too good.
This is a stat that I've seen, and it's a reflection of how the Chiefs have been both last year and this year. Last year, in 7 points or less, one-score games, they're 10-0. This year, they're 0-3. They're also 0-3 when playing a team with a winning record. So, I don't know. I personally think this Chiefs team might be done this might just be a down year for them. I don't like, if you have Mahomes, I think that you're automatically going to be in contention. But like we've talked about 100 times on this podcast, like, doesn't matter. All the best dynasties of all time have had down years, and I think that this is going to be one of those years for the Chiefs.
Do you guys remember a couple weeks ago when I said that about the Chiefs, though, where the Vikings went 10-0 in one-score games, and then the next year went like 0-7.
Yeah.
Like,
it wasn't too long ago. That was the year they went to the playoffs and lost to the Giants. Yeah,
this is a year where the Chiefs aren't getting these random bullshit calls their way, like fake pass interferences and shit, and just not everything's working the way it normally just magically works for them.
Yeah.
It's about time. Sometimes you have to take the old team, bring them out, put them behind the shed, and let them run off into the forest, we'll say.
Yeah.
Take Travis Kelce and put him behind the shed.
I think he has one more year in that shed, and then he will comfortably leave.
Teams move on before their star players turn bad. The Steelers did it with Brown. Good teams do that. They know when to turn over.
Yeah. I mean, Kelsey's not bad. He was like their leading receiver last night.
No, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying the Suns, what do they say in Avengers? The sun's coming down, big boy. Just look at the sunset.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Sit Kelce in front of his podcast mic and just let him record, and then trade him off and go get something good.
Yeah.
He's got a 9-inch hammer, though.
Brother. We don't need...
Taylor Swift said it.
Who we all love
in the
and
length
appreciate
of her
in case
song.
this podcast blows up.
Yeah, she said he has a hammer, so good for him.
All right. I can't believe it's already coming on week 6. I know we say it every week, but it's already week 6 coming up. We're counting down the days. It's almost winter football. We're a month away from winter football.
Have you seen the Winter Football edits?
So hard. So hard.
Oh,
Oh, it's going to be good.
okay. You guys want to do some touch up on other sports?
Yeah, let's touch these sports real quick.
So LeBron's second decision came out, and it was an ad for Hennessy. Could you be more unlikable?
Bro, what a cornball.
Like, could you make a more unlikable thing?
Dude, he's so lucky that he's like the best basketball player to live because what a cornball that guy is.
Boo, 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 boo.
It was so cringy.
Hey,
it was so cringy.
Hit the store. Hit the rolls with the rolling. That's my favorite video of all time.
You guys have anything else on basketball?
No, I mean, I won't get into basketball until Christmas time, I'd say. It needs to settle in and be real before I care about it, for sure. Carson, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't have anything on that. Well, I mean, okay. I did see a thing that Wemby grew 2 more inches
Yeah, I did see that too.
in height.
I mean,
Wait, what?
He's 7'5"
he's like
now
listed
instead
at
of 7'3".
7'5". Yeah,
How
But-
old is he?
21.
I think, yeah.
Damn, bro, toss some inches over here.
Oh, that took a second, you know. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. That's crazy. 7'5"? Like, I'm 5'7". Can I get
I hope he
6,
stays healthy.
7? Sorry,
All
guys.
right.
I said
Hockey started
7'5",
today.
5'7". Have to. Anyway,
All right. So McDavid signed a 2-year, $20 million extension. The Leafs won today.
Yep.
Against the Canadians,
Habs, yeah.
5-2. And in even better news, your Toronto Blue Jays will be moving on. Fuck the Yankees.
Hell yeah, baby.
Let's go.
smoked them.
Oh,
Man, I
Game
wish
just
it
ended
wasn't
5-2.
$1,000 to go see a Jays game.
I know. So actually, speaking about playoff baseball, I did go to a playoff baseball game. I went yesterday to the Tigers game that got rain delayed. First off, October baseball was a lot of fun. The Tigers got lampooned, so that was not fun.
Yeah.
If there is a rain delay at your sporting event, beer should be mandatory half off. Because now I can't leave the stadium.
Yeah. What else are you supposed to do? Besides
We
drink beer?
walked around the stadium 3 times. Like, and that's like us walking around, grabbing a beer, grabbing some food, going in every merch store they have, walking up the upper bowl, the lower bowl, like everything. That's brutal. The game was like, it was fun to go to a playoff baseball game because the crowd is just so much more. It's the playoffs.
Yeah.
There's so much more into it. And I got trashed. It was so much fun. It was it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
Not a big baseball guy, but a lot of fun. I am just super thrilled about the and I got a ball too. So
Oh, fire.
that was sick.
And the Tigers had a big bounce back day today.
Yeah, they did. They won today. So the Jays will get whoever wins out of that series. And if you're a Tigers fan, you got to be really pumped because now Scooble's coming back for this one. So
Yeah. Yeah. 2-2. All
Vladdy
tied up.
is worth every dollar they paid that guy. Unbelievable.
yeah,
Bro,
agreed.
his personality is amazing, bro. Like, he is a stand-up dude. I love the kid gets up and asks the question of who's the easiest team to face. Crickets from every player. Vladdy's like, I'll answer. The camera pans to him. He goes, the Yankees. Bro, mic drop. Get off the stage. That was fire. And then to beat them today, come on. Cinema.
So Vladdy's dad was the same way, where He absolutely hated the Yankees.
Vladdy's
So he
daddy.
grew up like hating the Yankees. He said, I don't know if I'm going to spend my entire career as a Blue Jay, but I promise you, I will never be a Yankee. He basically just said, I will never join the Jays' biggest rival, the evil baseball team. Fuck the Yankees. This is the number one that they paid the most money for their team this year. And now they're out
Yeah.
from the Blue Jays, who were bottom feeders last year.
Yeah.
Everyone had them dead last in their division. I'm not going to sit on my soapbox and pretend like I'm the biggest baseball guy. I'm not. I'll catch games here and there. Obviously, I've been watching every playoff game. I was doing it the entire podcast. I apologize. But October baseball is fun when your team is good, and the Jays right now are a good team.
Yeah. Trey
This was supposed to be a
looked good pitching too.
Yeah, so I was going to bring that up. This was supposed to be a pitcher's game, which for those who you don't know, basically they just start all their relievers. Yesterday, trying to win the game, they almost played all of their relievers. So to come back and win a 5-2 game and keep the bats hot, it's exciting. And I don't know, if this team really does do it, this to me feels more special than the Raptors win, because the Raptors almost had to sell their soul to win that championship.
Yeah. I don't know.
You traded for a 1-year rental.
Yeah.
You just paid the guy who you've had his entire career and just beat the New York Yankees. Like, the Yankees have been, I don't know. It's just nice to see. I'm so happy they won, and I'm happy for this team. This team is really, really fun.
Yeah. I'm happy for Toronto, dude. Let's go Canada, man. Feels good.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Feels good, brother.
Oh.
Now we just need a Canadian team to win the goddamn Stanley Cup, dude.
No, we need the Leafs to do it.
That's true. Oh,
So your McDavid
That's all I
to
really
the
have.
your McDavid to the
Oh, I
Leafs
thought
thing
we were
is
just gonna blow all over that.
no,
So
this was
he
this
went,
was you.
2
This was
years-
this was you. McDavid re-signed with the Oilers. And then Toronto actually won today. They beat the like you just flew through it and didn't think it was gonna be.
can we say this though? He did take a team friendly deal.
2 years,
For
20
2
mil
years.
extension.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
Most underpaid player ever.
he's literally just making the same amount that he just made, and
He gave him 3 more years to figure it out.
most likely, I think he gave them 2, because if they don't figure it out in 2 years, he'll more than likely be traded in that 3rd year because value. So he
Yeah.
not only gifted them the opportunity to go out, build a team, and win a cup, he also gave them the opportunity to actually make a trade and get something of value later on, which also just a stand-up guy.
If they don't win the Stanley Cup in these next 2 years, if any Edmonton fan is upset at him requesting a trade,
Wow.
you're a bum.
Yes, 100% agree. That's a decade.
Yeah,
He's
of
giving you a
wasted
decade.
talent.
Yeah.
And you didn't fix the issue last year, and I don't think they fixed it this year. I don't think they have a good goalie still.
No.
And they got worse. They did get worse. Now,
Yeah.
they could turn it all around, but they got worse.
Who they
Yeah.
lose? They lost Nurse, right?
They lost Evander Kane. They lost what's his name? That plug, Corey Perry.
Yeah. Plug.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they're not whatever. I don't really care about the Edmonton Oilers or think about them ever, so
True. All right.
you guys got anything else?
I think that's it, my brother.
Alrighty, Carson,
all.
where can everyone find us?
YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all at the Huddle Podcast. Yeah, check us out.
DJ Moore.